So today we are going to see the topic that is inventory decisions, part 1 of unit 5. So recap, that is about the value. The term value is based in a broader sense and it has different meanings for different persons. For example, for a designer, a value means quality of the product designed and efficiency of the product produced. For a salesman, so actually value, why we are going to use this value analysis is to reduce the costs. So it plays a vital role in reducing the cost of that particular product. So for that reason, we have to do the value analysis. So value analysis, the value of definition will vary with each and every individual. Like a designer, value means quality of the product designed and efficiency of the product produced. For a salesman, it will be price of the product at which it can be sold in the market. And for the management, value would be return on capital employed. It is very powerful tool in cost reduction return. Its basic objective is identification of unnecessary cost in a product or service, efficiently eliminating them without impairing the quality and efficiency. So this reduction cost will make available more profit for effort. So if you want to make profit, compulsory you have to see that there should be a cost reductions. So until unless we are going to do cost reductions, more profit we cannot expect from a manufacturing industry or a service industry. So a industrial product may have the following types of value. One is used value, another is esteem value. So used value will be having you value the main certain circumstances of a product. So here, a industrial product may have the following types of value. One is use value. The primary value indicates the attributes of the product which are essential for a performance, as an engine, steering wheel, axle in a motor car. Without car cannot run. So that is usage of that particular product. Another use is secondary. Normally, primary is the secondary. The primary use value indicates the attributes of the product, and secondary use value refers to such devices as the accessories like windscreen, mudguard, and bayonet without motor car can be driven, but they are necessary for protection of the engine. So, auxiliary products, that is two types of, one is the primary use value and the secondary use value. And we have esteem value. Certain properties of a product do not increase its utility or the performance, but they make it esteemable, which would induce customers to purchase the product. For example, a watch with a gold cover has an esteem value. A rich customer may prefer a watch with gold cover, although a watch with a steel cover may serve the same purpose of keeping time. But some products may have the both use as well as the esteem value, and yet both may be important. For example, a fountain pen with a gold cover or gold paint plated body will have both use and esteem value, as it will not only look better but it will also last life. So industrial product, we have esteem value and use value and cost value. This value is measured in terms of cost involved. In case of a manufacturing concern, it refers to the cost of production of the product produced, and if some part of the product is purchased from outside, it means cost of purchase of product. So it is not manufactured, but it is bought from other side, then we are going to say it as cost value. Exchange value. Certain characteristics of the product facilitated its exchange for something else and what we will be getting in the exchange value of the product. It is equivalent to its sale value. All these values play an important role in our personal lives, but in value analysis, we are mainly concerned with the use value and to some extent to the esteem value. So some people will be seeing the esteem value and some we are going to see the cost, some exchange value they are going to see why we are going to buy the Maruti Suzuki motor products because their exchange value, the resale value is more and compared to with Bajaj products we don't have that resale value and Hero Honda products we have the resale value. So at times the retailers will be coming out for boosting the sales exchange of their goods and services they will be doing with the value of money that is marketing. But here the exchange value means whenever you are going to have an exchange with a product or even a barter system has started with the exchange of products only. So exchange value we are going to show. So these all play a vital role and in the unit 2 we have in this unit 5 is inventory decisions and we have inventory decisions and store management we have. So in the first part we are going to see the stores management. In the stores management we are going to see how we are going to use the techniques in order to store the products. So normally, before going to this store management, we are going to see the inventory decisions. Inventory decisions is regarding the inventory. Inventory means all the materials, maybe raw materials or finished parts or components or work in progress or finished goods, castings and customer consumable tools, electrodes, etc. recorded on the registers of books, organization kept in its stock in store or the warehouse for some period of time. So inventory is an essential part of an organization. Every enterprise, business or manufacturing concern, however big or small, has to maintain some inventory. This so inventory will be there. It may be of raw materials, finished goods, components, work in progress or work in process, WIP and finished products, consumable tools, everything will be coming under the inventory. So inventory decisions, what are the decisions we have to take in an inventory? In this area of inventory management, the purchasing professionals should make explicit decisions. That is, you have to take a stringent decisions. What are the decisions we will be taking in this? That is, what to stop. The purchase professional at very minimum must meet the requirements and needs of manufacturer or distribution operation. If it is a service, even we need the stock, and if it is a manufacturer, then he is going to start storing the materials from raw materials, semi-finished good, finished goods, and un what you called un semi-finished goods or not completed goods. The people will be using that. So what is happening here means the inventory, some or other, we are going to use. So we have to maintain and we have to take some decisions regarding this. So how we are going to take decision? One is what to stock. Another is how much to invest. The purchasing professional must first review the level of capital support for the inventory. That's how much budget we have to allocate for purchasing those particular products. And this decision is usually made at the vice president level. That is nothing but we have the levels of management and the top level people. They are going to think how much we have to invest on the inventories, how much service to offer. So here, inventory decisions, first is what to stock, and next is how much to invest and how much service to offer. This what level of protection against the stockouts is acceptable for the competitive environment. It is impossible to achieve a service level of 100%. So no one is going to maintain 100% of inventory, or no one is going to manage any department or the activity or the processes in 100% way. So some hitches, some bottlenecks will be there in spite of good planning and efficient taking measures and inspecting supervision, but still there will be some hitches and loopholes will be there. So we will be trying to make the service 100%. So that we have to think of. So inventory decision framework we have, governance we have, and governance means how to govern these decisions. And we have analytics. Analytics means we have to do so much of analysis, inventory analysis, good analysis, and store management analysis, and financial management analysis, and value analysis also we'll be doing. And the next is the knowledge. If you want to take any decisions, we need to have a complete knowledge about the store management and inventory and all those regarding the supplies. So one another decision, if you want to take, that is regarding inventory, is the visibility. Visibility of that particular, what you call that, items we have to see. In retailers, compulsory will be looking for visibility of the products. Some in showroom, you would have seen some materials, some products will be displayed, and lots of will be stored in the godowns and somewhere that is off showroom, we are going to say, that is godowns or warehouses where we are going to put it. So inventory decision framework consists of a governance, analytics, knowledge, and visibility. So you will be, this is a type of circle. Which one comes first, we cannot say, but starting we are going to govern, then we are going to make analysis, and we are going to acquire the knowledge, and we'll be going with the visibility of products. Some definitions explaining the various aspects of inventory are follows. The inventory or refers to a raw materials and finished goods. This is what a generalization of inventory is: the raw materials and finished goods lying in the stores. The goods lying in the stores may be of raw materials or the finished. All the items, parts, components, materials in process of finished products recorded in the books of organization and kept in the stores of called inventories. Inventory is a list of names with complete specification, quantities, and money values of usable items. Inventory is defined as a descriptive list of items and goods which gives quantity, money value of each item. Inventory includes raw materials, semi-finished goods, or work in progress inventory, finished part, components, and finished final product, etc. Held in storage, writing, used for marketing. Even though inventory of materials is an ideal source in the sense it is not meant for immediate use, but for more smooth functioning of an organization or enterprise, maintenance of some internal inventory is essential. So, inventory, the whole or the items or the goods we are going to store or lying in the stores is called as inventory. So these are the different definitions and meanings of that. Why we need inventory? The need for inventory, need for storing the items in a business for maintenance inventory for the following purposes: to carry on day-to-day operations of business. The inflow and outflow of inventory cannot be synchronized completely. This is a time lag between the production and sales. Inventories get built up during this time lag. This is the transaction motive of the inventory. So, directly, if we want to have an operations compulsory, we need to stock in the items so that the continuous flow inflow and outflow of items, so that the process and day-to-day operations of the business will be going. If you are going to take the classic example, that is in our house, a kitchen. So we are going to store some items, we are going to pick now and then daily, and we are going to use for making the food purpose. So the small amounts we are going to store it. That is to carry on the day-to-day operations of business or an home, we need to have inventory with us to ensure regular production in absence of adequate stock of raw materials production would be hampered. Both men and machines would become idle. By holding the stocks of raw material, a firm can keep it output at constant level. So if it should be a regular, that is a continuous production, compulsory, we need the materials in hand. So we need a stock of materials so that we can have the regular production. So to maintain a safety margin, it is not possible to predict the demand exactly, because therefore business firms maintain stock of finished goods to safeguard against fluctuations in the demand. This is known as precautionary motive of inventory. So to maintain the safety margin, safety levels we have to maintain, because normally what happens means if you are going to be out of stock, then the production will be stopped. If the production will be stopped, the men and machines they are going to become idle, and we are going to increase our cost, and their profits will be more. So to stop this breakdown of the machines and men in the process, compulsory we have to maintain the safety margins to take advantage of the prices. When a prices from experts rise in prices of inventory, it may hold the stock. You would have seen the traders, they are going to store these fertilizers, pesticides, which are important to the farmers. At the peak season, they are going to store, and they are not going to release that stock into the market, saying that we are out of stock. That is, they want the prices to be increased, and they want more profit than what they are going to store. So when the prices is low until the price becomes high, they are going to hold the stock in them. So that is a what is a wrong strategy that the traders will be doing, because the farmer, he is going to fill our stomach with the food, and he is exploited by the traders. And now we would have seen the farmers agitation is going on in India, and they are the most sufferers, and the people are going on suicides. You can see the farmer suicides because they are getting into high cost, that is the interest rates, and they are going for the investments, and they are getting huge losses because of not getting the correct price for the produce. You can see that problem. No farmer, no food. You would have seen, and Lal Bahadur Shastri sir, when he was prime minister, he has given a slogan, and you can see on our Indian emblem also on that is Jai Jawan and Jai Kisan, because these two people are going to protect us from the enemies and from dying, because they are going to serve us food, and they are in the trouble. So we have to do something for the farmers, and as a management graduates, you have to come up with some innovations at the rural level and try to study their problems, and you try to come out with some solutions. So that is another aspect. But to take advantage of price, these people will be doing, that is the need of inventory, means the need of storing is, this last one is a negative aspect, but all the three others, like to carry out the day-to-day operations, we need to invent, and to ensure the regular production, we need to store the products. To maintain the safety margin, compulsory we need to hold some stock, and we have to use. But the last one, to take advantage of the price, this I, as an individual and as a educated from MBA marketing, I don't like this, because taking the advantage of price and exploiting the customers, exploiting the farmers is not a good thing. So, but the people are doing that. So it is fruitful to hold the inventory when expected price rise. So in the same way, the farmer has to think in this manner also. If he want to get more profit, he has to see that price rise. So for that, he has to source somewhere. The problem rises in the rural areas where they cannot store their what is agriculture produce. So they are going to do sales at their field only, while they are winnowing and thrashing, and they are cleaning those items, and they are going to sell from the farm, because they live in a place where uh, even only two or three people can be accommodated in their hut. So they cannot keep all this agriculture produce in their homes. So they are going to sell it off. You would have seen on the empty roads, they are going to dry this produce and they want to do the sales. So there is another advantage for these farmers. They can hold the stock somewhere in the godowns. That is Raitu Bandhu Pathakam, and we have that godown facility in market yards wherein they can store the items for 1 month freely, and after that slowly they are going to be charged for the holding stock in that particular godown. Why that godown facility is given in the market yard? Because they have to see that when the produce gives a higher price, then only they have to do the sales. They should not do sales just that they cannot hold the stock at their homes. So that is the facility already the government has given, but these traders, they persuade the farmers to do the sales, and they are going to keep lesser prices while buying the things. So that is the pathetic condition we have, and you can browse out in the Google about the Raitu Bandhu scheme and about Raitu Bandar Yojana, that is stocking that warehouses for the farmers we have. They can hold the stock in that of lean seasons. When there are the rains, they can store their produce over there, but it is not managed well because the traders influence more and they are going to grab the produce of the farmers. So it is very advantageous for holding the, but it is for the traders it is very benefitable, but for farmers it is not benefitable. That is the pathetic condition of India. India lives in the villages, and in the villages we have the farmers and the people they are feeding, even urban, semi-urban, all the people all over the world they are feeding, but it's in the pathetic condition. Okay, the next importance of the inventory. The following points give the importance of the inventory to an organization. Good consumer service can be provided and maintained in the organization. Enable smooth, efficient production flow of goods and items. If the inventory is there, we can give the good consumer service, and if we have the inventory, we can have the smooth, efficient production flow of the items. Provides protection against uncertainties rewarding the demand and supply materials output. So, in order to have the stock so that the demand may not be created and the supply problems may not be created, the various production activities can be independently and economically performed if you have the stock. If you have stock in your brain, that is about the knowledge, about the operation management, you can easily clear the interviews, you can easily pass the paper, that is the examination. Ensure better utilization of men, machine, and materials, and even money also. The forehands should be utilized, and with bulk purchases, quantity discounts can be avoided. So if you have a go down and you can store much of the stock, you can lift the more stock so that you are going to get more discounts. So we have few types of inventories. The term inventory includes all types of goods items available in the stores. However, it excludes machinery, jigs, and fixtures. Inventory can be classified in different ways depending on their function and convention. So the classification of items according to the function or the material flow is production inventory. The related to the production only, those or the raw materials and semi-finished are called as production inventory. Work in process inventory, these the items from machine one to machine one, they will be conversion. Those are called the work in process inventory. They are not process and they are not raw materials. In between the semi-finished goods and the raw materials, if you have that stage, is called work in process. Finished goods inventory or the goods which have been completed all the processes and they are ready to be distributed of all the finished goods. And operating and maintenance inventories, these are called like greasing, oiling, these items, these are called as operating and maintenance inventory. And miscellaneous inventory or the stationary items, office consumables which are used at the office level, like white paper, gem clips, tags, stapling pens, pen, pencil, rubber, all this. rotational item registers, and the charts will be coming in the miscellaneous item. So this is according to the function. These materials have been classified into five, that is production inventory, work in process inventory, finished goods inventory, operating and maintenance inventory, and miscellaneous inventory. Next, inventory may be classified according to convention. Direct inventories. Direct inventories or the raw materials directly from the suppliers. And indirect inventory, we are going to buy from outside, and finished products inventories or the finished thing. Purchased products, spare parts we are going to buy from outside and we are going to use in our manufacturing, that is purchased parts. So these are different types according, they are classified according to the function, according to convention. So this is about the inventory, and we have come to a last topic in this first part, that is the safety stock. Is a term used by logisticians to describe a level of extra stock that is maintained to mitigate the risk of stock out, stock fall in raw materials or packaging caused by uncertainties in the supply and demand. Adequate stock levels permit business operations to proceed according to their plans. So what happens means we need to have a safety stock. Mostly, some people will be making 50%, some people will be making 30%. It depends on that particular organization and particular manager and the particular operations, how much we have to keep a safety stock. Why we need this safety stock means we have to have a some reorder level, and after reorder level, we are going to give order to the supplier. After the supplier sends to us from the sources, it comes to our company. Till then, some stock should be there in order to continue this. That is frequency level in physics, and threshold frequency, we say that the minimum frequency should be there. And in case of the bank, we say the minimum balance should be there, and for the stock, some minimum stock should be there. Minimum stock, or we can say the safety stock. So multiply your maximum daily usage. How you are going to calculate this stock safety stock formula? That is, multiply your maximum daily usage by your maximum lead time in days. Multiply your average daily usage by your average lead times in days. Calculate the difference between the two, determine the safety stock. So how we can calculate? That is maximum daily usage by your maximum lead time in days. Then we can get the safety stock. The principal goal of safety stock is to ensure that there is sufficient product available to the customer. Due to this uncertainty, having an amount of inventory in reserve can allow a business to weather any difficulties, demand or supply, and keep the stock available to the customer so that customer will be satisfied. There is no silver bullet. There is no importance when it comes to determining safety stock. Means there is no hard and fast rule that safety stock should be this percentage. It depends on the manager, it depends on the operations, it depends on the business, and depends on the manufacturer how much they are going to maintain. But there are the formulas that you can use to help them figure out the right amount to keep on the hand. To help you get started on determining stock levels, the 50% rule is generally accepted starting point of the business use. So normally, generally they will be using 50% rule, means they are going to keep 50% of stock available to them, and then they are going to give order. Then slowly the stocks will be reduced, and again inflows of stock will be there. Typical safety stock policies include the safety stock is equal to the fixed percentage of lead time usage. That is, typical value is 50% of lead time usage or specific number of days supply in the maintained as a safety. Typical value is 7 to 14 days. So 7 to 14 days we are going to hold the stock, and after that we are going to get the stock. So for 14 days we have the stock with us. 7 to 14 days we are going to maintain. It depends. A small industry is 7 days and big industry is 14 days. So there should not be any breakdown in the manufacturing process that a manager, production manager has to see. For that reason, he has to take the inventory decision. That is the safety stock. In order to determine the safety stock level, you must first specify the risk of material shortage and also desired service level. You can specify the minimum safety stock. If the result of safety stock calculation lower than this limit, then safety stock is then automatically set to minimum value. Minimum maintenance of a stock, we can keep it as a safety stock, or if it is more than the minimum level, we say that safety stock. If it is less than the minimum level, we say the minimum is the safety stock. So it depends on the business and the manufacturer and the manager how he is going to do it. So coming to the level, the chart and the figure which explains where the safety stock is there. So you can see this reorder level. Reorder level is this. This is full stock and this is zero stock. And the level they have kept is safety stock is this bottom level. And you can see that reorder level, they are going to reorder, and here order will be released, and the lead time will be there some 6 or 7 days. You can see the stock coming down. They will be using up to here, not zero. If it is zero and it is minus, we cannot use. This is the error. We can say this, below the safety stock we cannot go because it is at zero. It has been shown. One time we will be going out of stock over here. So up to level here we have to maintain. Again, we are going to receive the stock, and this will be the safety stock, and these are filled. Again, after a few days, that average stock inventory will be coming up to here. Again, we are going to give it an order quantity. Order quantity, we have to see that whether you are going to give the order here or here, that we need to think of. So this is average stock. Reorder level is this point where we are going to give the order. So this is the order we are going to give. At this point, if you are going to give the order, we may take some time in order to receive the stock from the supplier. If we are going to receive, then it becomes full time. That is a full level it is going to become. Till then, we will be undergoing the production, so slowly the stock will be coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down up to safety stock. And still, if it is delayed, we are going to use this also. You can see that. So this was the stock. You would have seen the levels in the stock, and at reorder level, we are going to order it again, and the stock slowly will be consumed. And when it reaches safety stock, again we are going to check whether suppliers have come or not. After that, again we are going to see that it doesn't cross that safety level. If it is going to cross the down level, that is safety stock level, then it becomes a zero. So we would have seen in that figure, it is self-explainable that where the safety stock will be there and how a manager is going to cope up and how the inventory decisions are taken into the picture. So this is regarding a startup in this new year about this stores management topic. That is, we have started the unit 5. And tomorrow we are going to see some more uh, topic regarding this stores management.